Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Panda Photographer. Let's talk about Mint Mobile in 2024 as a power user. Is it good for YouTubers, creative artists, filmmakers, photographers like myself? And the answer is no. So, disclaimer. Mint Mobile, Simple Mobile, any other brand, T-Mobile of that fact, did not ask me to do this video. I'm doing this video because I am a power user trying to see what is affordable but works for my benefit as a homeless creator on the streets of New York City. As a journalist, as a documentarian, as a photographer, I need to find out if Mint Mobile is better than Simple Mobile. So I did my digging and actually got the first 3 months, even though I'm only 27 days within my first 3 months. And I'm going to say this right now. It is not for the power user. It is not friendly to the power user at either. I say this because here's the issue. Now, Mint Mobile literally states this on their website that once you go over 40 gigabytes, it will throttle your service. Keep this in mind. When that happened, my service saw a big impact when it came down to speed, how long it takes to load up websites, how long it takes up to load up apps, and it was pretty horrific to witness this on Mint Mobile. Now, everyone keeps talking about how cheap Mint Mobile is for $15 a month for your first 3 months, which is $45 plus taxes and fees based on your state. So, is it worth it after? If you're going to pay $120 for 3 months, is it going to be worth it? In my opinion, I think I'm going to switch back and keep my Simple Mobile service for a few reasons. One, Simple Mobile is on the Verizon network. Yes, they do throttle your service at some point, but I never have seen interruptions before when doing live streams so many times within the first 30 days of service. Yes, when I was in Madison, Wisconsin, when I got Simple Mobile, I did run into some issues. Keep that in mind. I did run into some issues. But when we got an update from Simple Mobile, and when they explained that they were switching their cell phone service carrier from T-Mobile to Verizon, I decided to stay on Simple Mobile. And yes, it did improve. But Mint Mobile, in my opinion, is for the mediocre, cheap, average consumer that doesn't have a lot of social media following, not a YouTuber, not a filmmaker or an online creator. It's not for that person. Because I am that person. The service right now, I can't even live stream properly without it breaking up or pixelating or interrupting. So, Mint Mobile is on average by far the average cell phone provider. It's not going to provide you outstanding performance like a Verizon or AT&T. Now, I was on Simple Mobile and still am on Simple Mobile. It cost me $50 a month. But it is worth the $50 a month because, one, it's not going to interrupt my live stream service or pixelate my service. Because when I was in the city in the last couple of days, everybody, I noticed while watching playback of my live streams, very pixelated to a point not viewable. Mind you, I've been on the gimbal. And you can still see what's in place, but it is not very viewable and very pleasing to look at. It's so pixelated, and I don't understand why in the city, I'm in Manhattan, where there's tons of cell phone towers. So I'm starting to do my digging, and I see the $40 limit on Mint Mobile's website. And I noticed I hit that limit, and I noticed a big impact. But on Simple Mobile, everybody, I see an impact sometimes when my phone goes haywire, because I was using it on my iPhone. But keep this in mind, I am using an eSIM. So I'm thinking maybe if I was to switch it to the hard SIM card, would it change the performance of the service? Because it seems like the eSIM is having some issues communicating with the device. With a physical SIM card, I think it just works a little bit better. It may or may not, I don't know. But eSIM should work as better as a SIM card, right? That's what you would think, right? But no. I think they both work the same. I just think the service, honestly, is not that good. It is not better than Simple Mobile. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think it's just for the average consumer. Now, they do advertise unlimited. Yes, I am on an unlimited plan, but it tells you in the fine print, after 40 gigabytes, it will throttle your service. Performance will take a big impact. So now I'm saying to myself, did I just make a big mistake and waste money? I think I did. I'm being honest, Ronnie Reynolds and Mint Mobile. I think I just wasted my first 27 days using your service when I just could have kept my Simple Mobile service and not even think about worrying about my live streams. Yes, we do have problems with live streams on Simple Mobile. Keep that in mind. But wow, I never had so many concerns about my live streams like the way I'm thinking about my live streams now. I'm worried that my live streams are very pixelated, not clear enough, doesn't give impact to my audience, and my audience can't see what's going on. And mind you, I tried to go live stream yesterday at a skate event in Brooklyn, and turned out that I couldn't live stream at all because apparently in the area it wasn't strong enough to handle the signal, which is very poor. This is New York City. It should have been strong enough, but no. And I tell you why. Because Mint Mobile is using two networks, Ultra and T-Mobile. And I had Ultra service before, everyone. Not that great. It was not great. I did not like it the first 10 days. So I never looked back at that service until now, realizing that Mint Mobile is on an Ultra and T-Mobile service. And T-Mobile has a habit of throttling services on users. They've been known for that. So this is why I think it is best that I'm going to stay with Simple Mobile, because they are on a Horizon network. I can constantly get a stable live stream and not really worry about the live stream taking a big impact. But not only that, it's also when I'm uploading the apps take way too long, or they crash because of the network itself. Yes, PayPal, I noticed, been crashing because of the network and saying that I'm offline. When I'm literally not offline, when I'm literally have an eSIM that's supposed to be Mint Mobile and a 5G network. So why is the app saying that I'm offline? This happened a few times with Cash App and other apps like Instagram. I noticed it would say network not connected, or not detected, or need to refresh the page because there's no internet connection. So with that said, everyone, I'm not very happy with Mint Mobile service. And I'm not trying to bash the network for its good service for common people. I'm a power user. This is not a power user network. If you're going to be live streaming or networking, I suggest doing on AT&T or Horizon network, or find a third-party carrier like Simple Mobile and use Simple Mobile for that reason. But other than that, everybody, this is my official review on Mint Mobile service. It is good for the common person. But as a power user, as a creator, as a filmmaker, as a photographer, as someone who's homeless and trying to emphasize their life on a network, I need reliable cell phone service to keep me connected with my audience. If it can't do that for me, then it is not suitable for me. Therefore, I'm just wasting my time and my money, and I just want my audience to know that you may not want to switch over to Mint Mobile if you're not a power user. And like I said, I'm the power user. This is not for power users. This is just a service, just to connect. But as I said before, after the 40 gigabytes, you're gonna see a big impact on your service. Pages are going to take much longer to load. Apps may not detect that you have a stable network either. And that's a problem with mobile. Yes, and as I explained about apps, opening apps, saying that I'm not online when I am. And this is why I want to see if I can get a SIM card from Mint Mobile and compare it between the eSIM or a hard SIM. But I don't think that's going to change anything. Because when I was also visiting certain areas of Queens, I noticed that the service was switched from T-Mobile to Ultra. And this is how I know I'm on both services. I'm using Ultra and T-Mobile when I should just be using T-Mobile, not Ultra. And that might be the conflict, that is using two services at one time. If this is a partnership between Ultra, T-Mobile, and Ryan Reynolds Mint Mobile, then Ryan Reynolds, you need to get rid of either one. And I had Ultra, not a very good service. And I think that is the issue. It's the Ultra service kicking in and trying to, connect to my phone instead of T-Mobile services trying to connect. But even on T-Mobile, at the end of the month, you're going to see a lot of throttling. So take this video and this assessment and review with a grain of salt. I'm shooting this in 4K because I'm afraid that if I live stream this review, it might not actually go public, because I've been having also issues with Wi-Fi trying to utilize third-party streaming apps to go live and not detecting between each other. So recently I've been accusing YouTube of not detecting Premium's live app, and all this time it was Mint Mobile that is not connecting, or I don't know what's going on with communications, but somehow Mint Mobile was the cause of me not transmitting a live broadcast with YouTube app sometimes, or with Premium's live app. So that shows you that it is not meant for power users. With that said, everyone, if you want to support the channel and what I do here, please do so. I'm the Panda Photographer. I'm a houseless documentarian photographer and an artist. And I only want to make sure that you purchase your products or your services the right way by providing you this review to you. Thank you for watching. Talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.